You know, science says the average person needs about 66 days to form a new habit despite of what people think. You know, most people swear it takes, 21 days. Some say 30, some say, just a month. But none of that is really backed by real research. You know what I'm saying? The truth comes from Dr. Philippa Lally. I think I said her name right. And with her team at University College London. And what they did was they tracked people for 12 straight weeks, and they found the real number, the real average. And the real average is 66 days to make a habit become automatic. And guess what? That can range anywhere from 18 to 254, depending on how hard the habit is. But what does that mean? That means that you were never failing. You were just following the wrong timeline. And when you understand that myth versus reality, something in you begins to shift. Because the myth says change is quick, but the reality says change takes consistency. Change takes discipline. It takes repetition. It takes a whole lot of, doing it even when I don't feel like it. And that's where, most people begin to tap out. They quit at, day 9, day 17, day 22, right before something in their brain starts rewiring. But if you give yourself these next 66 days, your entire life can walk into a different season. Because habits don't follow feelings. They follow repetition. And the Bible backs this up in Galatians 6 verses 9. It backs it up. Where it says, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Which means God often lets the harvest come after the habit is built, not before. So for the next 66 days, I want you to think about the identity you're trying to become. Because every habit is tied to identity, see. If you want to be a disciplined person, you don't just pray for discipline, you also have to practice discipline. And the practice becomes the proof. If you want to be healthier, you don't just wait until you feel motivated. You show up even when you're tired. Because the showing up is the seed and the results are the harvest. There it is. And maybe right now, you're stuck in cycles that keep repeating because, you never stayed consistent long enough for the cycle to break. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe, you've been trying to fix a habit with emotions when you really need structure. Maybe you've been trying to break laziness with motivation when what you really needed was momentum. And momentum only comes through small daily repetitions, not big emotional moments. No, it doesn't happen like that. So here's what I need you to do for the next 66 days. Let's go through this pretty quick. Number 1, I need you to pick one habit. Not 10, not 5, not 20, one. Because people fail when they overload their brain with too much too soon. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. Number 2, I need you to make it microscopic, because big habits drain you, but small habits, guess what? They build you. Read for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Pray for 3 minutes. Stretch for 2 minutes. I don't know. Drink 1 bottle of water. Whatever it is, start embarrassingly small. And number 3, tie the habit to a trigger, something you already do. After I brush my teeth, I pray. After I wake up, I drink water. After I shower, I journal. Stack your new habit next to something automatic so your brain learns the rhythm. This is what you have to do. Number 4, you got to track it, not because the tracking makes you perfect, no, but because the tracking makes you aware, right? You gotta write it down on your calendar. You gotta mark it on your notes. Keep a streak because a visual reminder builds psychological pressure to keep going. Number 5, this is a big one. Remove the barriers. Don't make it hard on yourself. If you want to work out in the morning, put your clothes by the bed. You like that one? If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk in the house. If you want to read more, put the book on your pillow so you have to touch it before you sleep. You see what I did there? And number 6, I need you to expect the dip because around day 10 or 20 or 30, you're going to feel resistance. And that's not a sign to stop. That's a sign that your brain is fighting that rewiring. But guess what? If you push through that dip, your brain starts accepting the new identity. Let's go to number 7. Stay grounded in God because Psalms 37 verses 5 says, commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will act. Which means what? Which means once you commit to the process, God commits to the outcome. So guess what? For the next 66 days, I want you to picture the version of yourself that's on the other side of all of this, which is what? More discipline, more focused, more peaceful, more aligned, more confident. Because habits shape character and character shapes destiny. And you can't pray for a new life while keeping the same habits. You just can't do it. It doesn't work like that, my friend. I had to learn that the hard way. You can't ask God for more while living like less. You can't say you want peace while feeding the same chaos. You can't ask for breakthroughs while repeating breakdown patterns. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So the next 66 days is about alignment. It's about matching actions with the future you keep praying for. It's about, letting God build your character while you build your consistency. There it is, right there. It's about understanding that the first 10 days are excitement. The next 10 days are resistance. The next 20 days are rewiring. And the final stretch is what? Is identity. Because around the 66-day mark, guess what's probably going to happen? Something in you clicks. Something in you becomes automatic. Something in you becomes, this is just what I do now. And once a habit becomes identity-based, the old version of you has nothing left to hold on to. That's how I got a little bit more consistent with my YouTube videos. I remember I was uploading, 4 videos a month, 2 videos a month. And I said, man, I have to make this a habit. I have to show up consistently, whether I feel like doing this or not. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard. It was hard. I had to be consistent in other areas of my life too, right? I had to be consistent with working with my kids with certain things, even when I didn't feel like it. But guess what? After you do it for so long, and that's what I had to realize, that it wasn't just a month thing. I had to do it for a while. Now it's automatic to me. It's like, man, I don't even feel right if I don't do it. Like how when y'all get what I'm saying, man. I ain't gonna yap y'all heads off because I know I'm yapping right now. I know I'm yapping right now. I'm going crazy. But I want you guys to get this. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I really do want you guys to get this. It's about 66 days. Stop looking for the quick fixes. Everybody wants the quick fixes. That's why everybody's so in love with Instagram and TikTok, especially as a creator. Like you can blow up, like you can do this stuff overnight, right? And on YouTube, right, it's a slow grind, right? Anybody who's doing YouTube, you know that. Some people would take 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 15 years sometimes for them to get that one thing that set them apart, right? That take them to the next level. But you got this. It's time to build better habits so that we can have a better life. And just know that it's going to take time. It's going to take consistency, right? But we got this. If you are having a hard time letting go of that past, if you're having a hard time letting go of that ex, that toxic ex, y'all know who I'm talking about. They came to your mind right when I said that. If you're having a hard time letting go of a past, a habit, or anything, you can check out the book, the ebook, I should say. It's not a hardcover book because people keep on asking me. The ebook, Letting Go When God Says So. It's a step-by-step guide to release with grace. Why? Because there's peace on the other side of letting go. Until next time, y'all, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.